Now for our next step, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be mixing some latex paint and some water. So I'm going to take 1 cup of the latex paint. I'm going to pour about half the water in here, stir it around a little bit to try to get some of the remainder of the paint, because why waste it? And you can mix it up. Like I said, you can use a stirrer. Way that I found easier, take an old blender. You can do it in a fraction of the time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my packing peanuts. Now for this, I have an old coffee grinder. Now, unfortunately with the coffee grinder, it doesn't do a heck of a lot at a time. But hey, if you can find one, I'll mix them up pretty fine. Now if you want, you can always measure it out so that way you can know about how much you're going to use on a regular basis. You can if you want, you don't have to if you don't want to. Now again, packing peanuts you can probably get pretty much from anywhere for free. The game store probably throws them out by the ton. Okay, now as you can see, we pretty much have this in here. It's kind of almost paste-like. Now I'm going to go ahead and give it a good blend. Now as it is, it's pretty good. I think I can get another one in there. Now you don't have to cut it up as fine as this. A little bit larger chunks work just as well. In fact, they take up a little bit more room. Sometimes this is better for you. The next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking, well, we're going to be using as a hill and painting it the basic color. Now, this is watered down paint. You're going to see why it's really not that important to have this all perfect. And the reason why I'm not worried about it being watered down is because I'm just trying to cover up any area where essentially you may be able to see through where we're going to put on the styrofoam. Okay, now that we have this pretty well painted, what we're going to do now is we're going to make this hill actually smooth, a little bit more realistic. Now, this, by my standards, would be finished, but in case you feel that this looks too much like as if it's from a golf course, you can always grab some homemade flock, sprinkle that on there, cover up the edges a little bit better, add a little bit of a different texture maybe even a little bit of a different color inside of it. Definitely fix up the edges a little bit. If we kind of want to go with a different color, say that we want to make it look like maybe there's some flowers growing on this golf course, we can always sprinkle orange or yellow or whatever color that we want. Just a little something to add some spice to break it up. You can always put a little bit of brown on there if you want. But here we go. And like I said, it doesn't cost a lot. We did this whole thing for probably under $2. There you go.